The Supermarine Spitfire is one of the most legendary and instantly recognizable fighter aircraft in aviation history, symbolizing British resilience, innovation and air superiority during the Second World War. Designed by Reginald J. Mitchell and developed by Supermarine, the Spitfire combined advanced aerodynamics, powerful engines and exceptional maneuverability, making it one of the most effective and admired fighters of its era. This note presents a complete narrative review of the Spitfire's design, specifications and features, ideal for long-form YouTube video content focused on historic military aviation. Development of the Spitfire began in the early 1930s as Britain sought a modern monoplane fighter to replace aging biplanes. Mitchell's design philosophy emphasized speed, agility and aerodynamic efficiency. The most distinctive feature of the Spitfire was its elliptical wing shape, which minimized drag while providing excellent lift and smooth airflow. This wing design contributed greatly to the aircraft's outstanding handling and turning ability. When the Spitfire first flew in 1936, it immediately demonstrated performance well beyond existing fighters, setting new standards for air combat. Powering the Spitfire was the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine in early and mid-war variants, later replaced or supplemented by the even more powerful Rolls-Royce Griffon in late-war versions. The Merlin engine gave the Spitfire excellent acceleration, climb rate and high-altitude performance. Early versions achieved top speeds of over 360 miles per hour, while later variants exceeded 440 miles per hour. The aircraft's engine and airframe combination allowed it to compete successfully against evolving enemy fighters throughout the war. The cockpit of the Spitfire was designed to provide good forward visibility and responsive control. Although relatively compact, it gave pilots precise feedback and control authority, making the aircraft feel alive in combat. Pilots frequently praised the Spitfire for its smooth handling, light control forces and exceptional turning performance. These qualities made it particularly effective in dogfights, where maneuverability often decided the outcome of engagements. Armament evolved significantly over the Spitfire's long service life. Early versions were equipped with 8.303 Browning machine guns mounted in the wings, offering a high rate of fire effective against unarmored aircraft. As combat requirements changed, later variants introduced combinations of 20mm Hispano cannons and machine guns, greatly increasing destructive power. This allowed the Spitfire to engage heavily armored bombers and more durable enemy fighters with greater effectiveness. Some variants also carried bombs, enabling the Spitfire to perform fighter-bomber and ground attack missions. Operational history firmly established the Spitfire as one of the decisive aircraft of World War II. During the Battle of Britain, it played a critical role in defending the United Kingdom against large-scale German air attacks. While the Hawker Hurricane destroyed the majority of enemy bombers, the Spitfire focused on engaging enemy fighters, using its superior agility and speed to challenge the Luftwaffe. This partnership proved essential in maintaining air superiority and preventing invasion. As the war progressed, the Spitfire adapted to new roles and challenges. It served as a high-altitude interceptor, photo reconnaissance aircraft, escort fighter and ground attack platform. Specialized reconnaissance variants operated unarmed at high altitudes and long ranges, relying on speed and altitude for protection. These aircraft provided invaluable intelligence that shaped Allied operations across Europe. The Spitfire's adaptability allowed it to remain relevant despite rapid advances in aviation technology. The aircraft saw action in nearly every major theater of the war. In North Africa, Spitfires battled enemy fighters in harsh desert conditions, gradually turning the tide of air superiority in favor of the Allies. In the Mediterranean and Italy, they supported amphibious landings and ground forces. In the Pacific and Asia, Spitfires served with Allied air forces, proving effective even in tropical environments. This global service record highlights the robustness and versatility of the design. Later in the war, the introduction of the Griffon engine produced some of the most powerful Spitfire variants. These aircraft featured increased speed, improved climb rate and heavier armament, allowing them to counter advanced enemy fighters and intercept high-speed threats. Despite increased weight and complexity, these later models retained much of the Spitfire's legendary handling characteristics. Beyond combat, the Spitfire became a powerful symbol of national pride and technological achievement. Its elegant lines, distinctive sound and wartime legacy captured the public imagination. Pilots from many nations flew the Spitfire and regarded it as one of the finest fighters ever built. More than 20,000 examples were produced, making it one of the most widely manufactured fighters of the war. After World War II, the Spitfire continued to serve in air forces around the world before eventually being replaced by jet aircraft. Some variants were adapted for new roles, while others transitioned into training and secondary duties. The aircraft's longevity speaks to the strength of its original design and the success of its continuous development. Today, the Supermarine Spitfire remains one of the most celebrated aircraft in history. Restored examples still fly at air shows, allowing audiences to experience the sight and sound of this iconic fighter. Museums around the world preserve Spitfires as reminders of the critical role they played in shaping the outcome of the war. For aviation enthusiasts, historians and casual viewers alike, the Spitfire represents the perfect blend of beauty, performance and historical significance. This note provides a comprehensive overview of the Supermarine Spitfire, covering its development, specifications, features and operational legacy. For YouTube audiences interested in World War II aviation, legendary fighter aircraft or the evolution of air combat, the Spitfire stands as an unmatched symbol of engineering excellence and wartime heritage.